Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. So today's video is all about organization. Everything is super budget friendly, very affordable and cheap. I always say that I'm like super cheap. I love a deal. As a lot of you guys know, I'm always searching for the best deal on anything. So in this video, everything has amazing prices and we're going to be focusing on a lot of organizational problems that we are currently having in our own house. I'm gonna give you guys tons of ideas you can use in your everyday life. And this video is also a collab with Micah Stauffer, the one and only. I feel like she's just like the queen of this category of videos. Her videos are seriously amazing. She does cleaning routines and organizational videos, recipe videos, mommy videos. She has lots of days in the life, a little bit of everything. And if you're not familiar with her, I know that you guys will absolutely love her. She is a mom of 4, soon to be 5, and I just cannot get enough of her. So I know you guys will love her as much as I do. Her video today is very similar to mine, so check it out from the link below. You will not be disappointed. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Definitely consider subscribing if you enjoyed today's video. I would love to have you. Give this a like if you do find it helpful and write a comment down below. I respond to all my new comments, so I would love to hear from you, and let's get started. I'm going to show you guys everything that I picked up for this video, and all of this is from Dollar Tree and all of this is from Dollar General. Dollar General is way more expensive, you guys, than Dollar Tree. I'm sure some of you know that, but just in case you don't, everything here was $1 each and nothing here was $1. This was $6, I believe this was $5. These were, I think, $3 each. I believe this was around $2. So yeah, that is way more affordable at Dollar General, or sorry, way more expensive at Dollar General than Dollar Tree. And I feel like the options at Dollar Tree were just way better. They definitely have everything spread out throughout the store. For example, pretty much everything here was in a few different places and different colors. So the blue were in one place and then the pink in these were in another. And I wanted to get a few colors to kind of show you guys the options that they currently have in store. But these baskets are just very versatile. These ones, I have a big idea for those. That's the first thing we're gonna work on. A bunch of these guys. I know it's so bright, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's just like standard boxes with a lid. Those came with them. And then these guys, I've been looking for things like this, so that is something I've just really needed for a long time, and I have a bunch of ideas for this stuff too, so let's get started. The first problem we are fixing is my bathroom cabinet under the sink. As you can see, this is such a hot mess. There are baskets, but it still is really messy. There's lotions in one, lotions in the other. Nothing is sectioned and separated how it should be, and it's been like this for a while, so I'm really excited to fix this problem. Things are falling out like you saw in the first clip. So the very first thing I'm doing is I'm going to get everything out of here, and while I pull out all my products, I like to go through them and make sure I actually am using what I have. So if you have any products that are expired or dried out, or just things that you know are not being used, now is the time to get rid of them. And I'm going to be using these pink baskets. These are the same width on the bottom as they are on the top, and these ones are not. So these ones have a lot of dead space, and it was so hard to keep the bottles standing up in here. As you can see, it would just tip over and it never fully worked out. So those guys are going to go and be used for something different. And when you're using a new item for organization, it's so important to make sure that it actually fits before starting. So I'm gonna make sure these doors shut, and I can't tell you how many times I've reorganized something and then realized I couldn't shut the doors. So I know that's just such a small thing, but it's so frustrating if you don't figure that out first. So definitely start with that and just make sure everything is going to fit properly. And now I'm going to put all my products back in, and the products I use the most often are going in the front, regardless of size or height or shape. There are a lot of really small products I rarely use, so those are still going in the back because I don't want to reach past those on a daily basis and knock things over. I want this to stay extremely organized and functional for as long as possible. So this guy, swimmer's ear, I've never even used that, but I'm happy I have it on hand. That is going to go in the very back. And then things you should be using a lot more often, have those in the front as a reminder. So this is a makeup, it's like a washing pad for your makeup brushes. That's in the front, so I remember that I need to use that. Something I found down here I didn't even know I had is an earwax removal kit that my husband bought me when there was water in my ear. I don't even know what is in that, but I have it for if I ever need it, and everything that I use once or twice a day I can just pull out. None of the bottles hit each other since these baskets are the same width on the bottom and top, so I highly recommend a setup like this, and it was only $2. And next up is a quick idea on refrigerator organization. We have a dead space in our refrigerator and it's so hard to remember what is back there. We forget about food items in that corner a lot. Sometimes they expire and that's no good. So these baskets with handles are very popular for reorganizing the refrigerator, and I can totally see why. I'm putting several smaller food items in here, and whenever I need something in this corner, I can pull out the entire basket if it's perfectly in this space, so nothing is going to get stuck behind it, and it only costs $1, so super quick, super easy, and very affordable. And now for under the kitchen sink. This is something I've been putting off for the longest time. I'm just so happy I finally am dealing with this, because honestly, every time I've been reaching down here the last few weeks, it just stresses me out because it's so messy. I had a caddy there that I liked for a while, but I haven't been keeping up with it that well. I'll show it to you in just a second, but nothing is sectioned or separated right now. It's just a little bit of everything all over the place, so we are going to take care of this. And of course, I'm starting by pulling everything out of here, and again, similar to the bathroom, while I pull products out, I'm going through them and making sure that everything down here I actually am using. Nothing's expired, nothing is dried out. And I did find some floor care products down here. We keep floor care products in another area, so all those have to go. Here's the caddy, and I really never liked how everything is wobbling around. Some products wouldn't fit in the larger side and it just was a mess. So these baskets are going to be the new system, and I have a really good feeling about this. I think this is something I actually will be able to keep up with for a very long time. And there are 4 baskets, so I'm going to organize these by the daily use products, a bathroom caddy. I have a products I sort of regularly use or semi-regularly use, and then a caddy of products I don't really use that often. So there's like a copper polish in there and just random things that are good to have, but it's not something I reach for that often. And that caddy is going to go behind the wood piece in the middle, because if it's not something I use that often, it doesn't have to be super accessible. So if you are going to use products every day, they should be very easy to reach for and grab. If you find anything that you don't know what it is, it's time to get rid of it. Unfortunately, I never had a label on these bottles, so those had to go. I did find some of these magic erasers that I didn't even know I had, which is just such a total waste. Those were brand new packages, so yeah, that's just another reason to go through all of your products, because you definitely want to know what is in your house and what you have to use. So yeah, that was just super annoying. I feel like I always know what I have, but if I'm ignoring it like I've been ignoring the kitchen sink area, then how am I supposed to know? And already it is looking so much better. I really feel like this is the system that is finally going to work for us, and these baskets are super versatile, so if I ever want to change it up, I know I will find something I can use these baskets for. I know a lot of you guys are moms and a lot of you have kids, so if they have household chores, separate these for each kid. Here's the basket I use on a daily basis. There are these gloves for washing the dishes, a few sprays that are a multi-surface sprays. These wipes are disinfecting, stainless steel remover, a room spray, and this is the final setup, guys. These are just super convenient. I love that I can grab and go, and this project only cost me $4, so a really great deal, and I think this system will last a long time. I'm sure this next one will probably feel a little bit random, but I cannot tell you how often I get comments from you guys who tell me that you are reorganizing for other people in your family or your household. So this is something I'm doing for my husband, and I wanted to do the sticker test because I know a lot of you guys like to know if the stickers come off easily. This one is a total win. So we're in the process of putting his stuff in this closet. As you can see, we have not gotten very far. We're still in the beginning, and I wanted to do a new system for a lot of his accessories and smaller items because in his smaller closet we keep a lot of these things in baskets on the floor, and as you can imagine, they are not very accessible. It's hard to see what's in them because shirts are hanging above them, so there's not a lot of room to see, and it just never has worked out very good. So this is a system I think will work out amazing for me when I'm putting his things away, for him when he's finding them to put on for that day, because it's at eye level, the bins are see-through, and it's very accessible. I'm going to link this label maker for you guys in the description box because I love having a label maker. I feel like it's super satisfying and motivating when you have a label on things. It makes you just want to keep up with the system. So we have one for his belts, one for his ties and bow ties, one for socks that are a mismatched sock. So if one is clean and one is still in the dirty laundry, we can put those in one of these baskets, and then one for random accessories. So that shoe shining kit I showed you a few minutes ago, that is going in there. He has these plastic things for his shirt collars, some bandanas that he wears if he's working around the house or working out, and I have a good feeling about this system, guys. This one is totally a win-win because it's not super high up where you can't see what's in them, it's not super low where you can't see what's in them, it's at eye level. I also talk about room to grow in a lot of my organizational videos because we all have things in the laundry, we all buy new things. I think it's so important to have some extra space. So here are all the baskets and how they turned out, and you guys will see that there are 2 extras with the label maker inside in the corner. So when we are reorganizing his entire closet and putting all of his things in here, we have those extra baskets for whatever comes along. That way nothing is super tight, everything will fit very comfortably. And my next idea has to do with knowing yourself, knowing what doesn't work for you on a daily basis, even if it's a little thing, because the little things are still important too. So this is my nightstand, the top drawer, and it is a total mess, as you can see, no surprise. And everything is just everywhere. I have needed to figure this drawer out for a long time. This is how it goes on a nightly basis. I'm just shuffling through and reaching for things that I cannot find. So this basket is going to go on the side, and I love that I can just reach in this basket and I will know what's in there. I don't even have to look. A lot of us at night, we're tired. We just want to reach for what we need and grab it and be done with it. So I'm only going to put a few things in this basket that I use on a nightly basis. That is the TV remote, the fan remote, a lip balm, headphones, sometimes for me, sometimes for Chad, and then a lavender spray. I love spraying a lavender scent on pillows and sheets. It's just super relaxing. I'm going through the rest of the drawer, and anything I don't use is going to get out of there. There's no reason to hold on to things you don't need. So I have the books that I read, the basket I can reach in, reach out, and it's just 10 times more convenient than it was before. I have an extra phone charger in there and my scents for my diffuser, and that is it. So this one only cost me $1. And then the last idea I have for you is for travel size products. I cannot tell you how often I'm packing for a trip and I don't even know what products I have in travel size bottles. I don't know where they are, and I find these randomly, and then I think of a time it would be so convenient that I knew that I had that. If you have any samples too, like free samples, hold on to those for traveling because that's just so convenient, not having to put full size products in travel size bottles. I've done that in the past, but but honestly, it takes a really long time when you are doing that for all of your products, and then you forget about them and they dry out and expire. And I just felt like I was wasting product because I'd put so much in those small bottles and then I would forget about them. So this is going to be a system that is just so much easier to use. Again, I'm going to use a label maker because I love this thing. So I'm just going to write that I have travel size products in this container, and I'm going to store this probably in the hall closet. I have a lot of the bags that I use for traveling in there, and whenever I need a travel size product, whenever I have a trip coming up, a last minute trip, we do that a lot, I can just reach in this guy and grab what I need. Everything is in the same place. This is 10 times more convenient. I know I'm not going to forget about any products this way, and this one only costs $1. And that is all the organization I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending the time with me as always. Make sure to hit the like button if you did, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Also hit that bell so you're notified whenever I upload. There is a link below for Micah's video along with recent videos, so don't miss out on that. And I will see you guys right here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye!